Oh, baby. It is TRL 82, and I am Goldie on the commentary tonight.
Hello, everyone, and
Let's get it started.
welcome to TRL 82! Your opening contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the world famous Monster
I got it. Let's go.
At 225 pounds, Ryan Murphy!
Ladies and gentlemen, what a big TRL we have tonight. The night before our big show.
And his opponent,
Ryan Murphy taking on
from Buda, New Jersey, weighing in at 190 pounds, he is Clockwork Dylan Shaw!
Clockwork Dylan Shaw going up against Mr. TRL himself, Brian Flatley. Brian seems amused by the time bit. Starting off with a little respect, a little code of honor, and quickly Dylan Shaw showing his technical abilities. Brian Flatley trying to get to those ropes, but Dylan dragging him back to the center of the ring. Smart move by Dylan, and Flatley crawling through his legs, and that worked, and flipping him over. Flatley yelling he got him, and he does. Got him in a nice arm bar. Dylan backing him up to the rope, rolling him off, but Flatley holding on. Brian Flatley full of life tonight. Jockeying for position here. And Flatley opting for a back suplex. Flatley he had enough of that chaining. Flatley asking the crowd if they want to see it on prettier already, or going for the end quickly, only 1minute and 26 seconds in. And obviously that wasn't going to work. A swinging neck breaker. Dylan Shaw taking Brian Flatley's over eagerness and turning it in to his own game and putting on an arm bar of his own. Flatley once again trying to get to those ropes. I think Dylan Shaw found a flaw in Brian Flatley's repertoire. He seems to be lacking in this chain wrestling, and Dylan Shaw is exploiting every second of it. Oh, Flatley with some big shots to the gut, just back and forth hockey fight. Once again, Flatley not wanting to wrestle here. Wanting to get right down to business. Going for a splash. Dylan Shaw moves out of the way. Flatley sent to the outside. What's he going for? Grabbing a chair. That is not what he meant. He meant to get a fruit roll up. I was gonna say that is not like Brian Flatley. Oh, and he's firing up. The sugar rush is coming. Hitting the ropes, hitting him with a big back elbow. And another. Catching a punch, catching a second punch, and a big headbutt. Oh, let's hear it.
From the world famous Monster Factory! Yeah! Now it's time for Unprettier!
The Unprettier that he called for earlier in the match, once again not working. Dylan Shaw swinging out, going for that swinging neck breaker again, turning it around. And a Russian, no, a roll up. I should have known. A roll up, and that's 3. I've never seen that one.
Official time of 4 minutes and 16 seconds. Your winner, Brian Murphy!
I mean, I was knocking Brian Murphy for his lack of seemingly chaining ability, but he pulls out a new roll-up that I've never seen every week.
No. This show stops until I say what I have to say. Max, give me that damn microphone right now.
Brian Morris coming
Shut your mouth.
out here saying that this show isn't going to continue until he says what he has to say. Well, let's hear
Last
it.
week.
Okay.
What? Shut up, don't start. What? Last week, the main event of tomorrow's show was announced, and I was not included. I was not consulted. I wasn't notified, and it's ridiculous that I'm not in this match tomorrow.
Because we don't like you! You suck!
If there's anybody that deserves a shot at the Monster Factory Championship, it's me. I've beat Chris Desmond, I've beat Travis Jacobs, and I've done so within the last year, and I've done so in this ring. The fact that my two partners, my two teammates turned their backs on me, and the matchmakers back there haven't let me have a shot at retribution at either of them is ridiculous. I need to be added to this match tomorrow. I demand to be added to this match tomorrow. The main event of Evolution of Champions needs to be Travis Jacobs versus Chris Desmond versus Nick Batee versus Lucas Twitch DeSangro versus Wonder Boy Brian Morris.
All right, whoever's on music, shut that down, even though I know the world-famous Monster Factory faithful loves to hear my music. We've got some business to take care of. My name's Nick Batee. Here's where it gets interesting. because here is where we wrap your pity party up. Now, get 'em, boys. You're out of here. We are not going to sit here and listen to you moan and whine and complain. Brian Morris had his chance. Brian Morris had his opportunity, and Brian Morris failed. So as far as I'm concerned, Brian Morris does not have a place in the main event picture. As far as I'm concerned, Travis Jacobs, Chris Desmond, Lucas Twitch DeSangro, they all have their part, and that's fine and well. But in the main event picture, in the title picture, I
Behind you, Nick. I'm glad you're here. I'm also glad it's just us two. I don't want you sicking the juniors division on me.
That's who they were? They ain't no thing.
I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Because I don't like you, I don't respect you. I know, but I just need to make a point of this. But I do sympathize with you, believe it or not. You never got your chance to retaliate against Chris Desmond when you, how you put it, when he betrayed you or whatever. And I'm kind of in the same spot with Travis Jacobs. But you got to do what I couldn't, and you got to nip that in the bud tomorrow night. So I am imploring you, take care of Desmond tomorrow night. Because if you don't, that's a road you do not want to go down. Try and keep up with me now. Do what needs to be done.
More and more people seem to be joining the party here, Goldie.
Who do we got here?
None other than the Monster Factory champion Travis Jacobs, chains in tow here after Lucas Twitch DeSangro interrupting the fray.
Cut the music. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet.
I thought that's what he was gonna do.
I don't need your help to win that, and I definitely didn't need your help. So stay out of my business, because tomorrow I'm gonna beat the living hell out of both of you.
Did you forget there were 4 of you? 4 of you, not 3, not triple threat.
Oh, so now you want to start doing the right thing, bud? All right, good to see you too. Usually when somebody does something nice for someone else, the correct response is a thank you. But that's just me. Maybe it's because I was raised right. I don't know where you think you come from.
Raised right.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Look, newsflash, Twitch. This is the first time I've talked to you in 7 years? Every time I wrestle you, I beat you. I'm 10-0 against you, okay? So the fact you're in this match disgusts me. The fact that you don't see that this title is changing you, and you haven't even won it yet. But what happens tomorrow if you win this? Huh? That feeling of you wanting to hold this so bad, it doesn't go away.
That belt's not gonna fix me, Travis. I know that as well as anyone. But you know what? Knowing that I was the one that took that from you, nothing's gonna compare to that feeling.
Chris Desmond charging in immediately, going right after all 3 competitors here. Nick Batee,
Everyone's
Lucas
saying
Twitch
they wanted
DeSangro.
to keep it short, and Chris Desmond doing exactly that, not using any words, using his fist to make his point.
Letting actions provide some very brief words here. Face-to-face champion and former champion with DeSangro and Batee. All his factors. It's all coming your way tomorrow night on Evolution of Champions.
Cut the
right
music
here at
one more
Monster
time.
Factory.
None of us are gonna fight. But I want to fight tonight. I want to tune up for tomorrow. And the belt's not on the line. However, whoever answers this open challenge, you can be added to the match tomorrow night.
Travis Jacobs setting up an open challenge for tonight on Total Wrestling Live. Our champion will be in action against, well, I guess we'll find out when the time comes.
Time will certainly tell on that. Just a whirlwind of things that have occurred just over the course of the last couple of weeks here. I'm sure you might have mentioned at the outset, 4 title changes at our last event. Of course,
One of them
you being one of them.
yeah.
Congratulations being a Grand Slam champion here
Yes,
in the
sir.
MFPW. And let's take it to the ring and our ring announcer, Metz, for our next match.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing
Oh my
first,
goodness.
the
I hate
team
this guy.
of the Crucible, Team Dynamite, and the President, Samael Fozzy.
They are certainly a pair, these two, Samael Fozzy and, of course, the Crucible Tim Dynamite. And not exactly a pair of individuals who have endeared themselves here to the Paulsboro faithful there, goalie.
Yeah, he's trying to pick fights with our fans. He must need to get this jacket deep cleaned, dry cleaned every time he wears it, because that tan, I'm sure, is going to be coming
And their
off all
opponents.
over that white jacket.
Certainly the champion's prerogative to throw a little shade anywhere and everywhere, but then again, that's just kind of the nature of how you've been for as long as I've known you. But here's a pair who throw more than shade. They throw their weight around.
They
Here are the
throw
body
bodies.
snatchers.
From Planet Scumbag, at a combined weight of 420 pounds of dark matter, Marvelous, the god of dad bod, the body snatchers.
The Body Snatchers getting Mini Marv back last week after being held captive by Cowboy Pete for, God, I don't even know how long.
For a very long time, to say the least, months, probably close to half a year.
And I think they got their groove back now that they got Mini Marv on their side. Always cool, always collected, not always calm. The Body Snatchers.
Certainly a swagger about them, and certainly could be contenders down the line to the new tag team champions, the Messengers of Misery, and Max Sterling and Getty Cahoon.
Yeah, I would assume so. And I don't think Messengers of Misery want to mess with the Body Snatchers.
Definitely a swagger back from this pair after a bit of a rough start to 2025. Even the crowd getting behind Mini Marv, and
All right, how could you not?
Tim Dynamite and Samael Fozzy on the outside, not really sure what to make of all of it.
Mini Marv is going to
Well, the crowd wanting wanting the God of Dad Bod to... There it is. There goes that rather pricey Hawaiian shirt.
Hey, but he's got money. Trust me.
And there is the bell. We are set to go. God of Dad Bod starting with Samael Fawzi here on TRL 82. Less than 24 hours away from Evolution of Champions.
Tim Dynamite dropping down saying, you got it. Marv giving a little direction to the God of Dad Bod.
Dynamite and Fawzi trying to get the crowd to chant along with them, and it's not exactly going as they had planned.
Giving Fawzi one shot. Ow! And he's taking a few.
Instead.
Just bouncing off of the God of Dad Bod. They don't call him the God of Dad Bod for nothing. And just
Bounce
a
off
chop.
him like a pinball off of a flipper.
And now Tim has to get in. He doesn't have a choice here.
Tim Dynamite tagged in and very reluctant to say the least.
And a tackle for his efforts.
Running right into that massive frame of the God of Dad Bod.
Just manhandling Tim Dynamite.
Not a matter of if, but a matter of when Dynamite goes to the ground after a delayed slam like that. And back up again. And while it's a little bit more familiar, it's not any better if you're Tim Dynamite here.
The match just starting, but the body snatchers just playing with their food at this point. If this keeps up, this could be a very quick match. Tagging in Marv.
Marvelous.
A little tag team action. A body slam onto Tim Dynamite. And the God of Dad Bod asking Marv to pick him up and I'd love to see this. Come on. On the legs, Marv. He lifted with his back. Come on, Marv. Lift with the legs.
Yeah, if you're not careful, you'll take out the
another.
lumbar, the lower back for a good portion of your life. I'm still feeling it now as a 2 count.
You try to pick up God of Dad Bod before?
No, just general wear and tear of being here for almost a decade.
Now do it. Crowd chanting for Mini Marv. I don't think that is a legal tag.
Somehow 3-on-2 or maybe 2 1/4-on-2. Not sure how this exactly works.
Driving Tim Dynamite into Mini Marv. Noggin knockers. Mini Marv has a head of steel, taking out Tim Dynamite. Body snatchers.
Like that, back on the perch as Tim Dynamite now sending Marvelous over into the corner, and that is not a place where Marvelous wants to be.
Body snatchers just having a little too much fun. There's fun and then there's too much, and it cost them.
Certainly did. Back elbow there. Marvelous trying to fight out of the corner, but
Grabbing his hair and bringing him down. And a senton going for the
that
cover
do it
quick.
here too. Not quite. Samuel Fawzi, fairly regular staple here to the TRLs.
Both of these individuals.
Yeah,
which
both
I'm
Tim
kind of
Dynamite as
surprised
well,
that we've
yeah.
never seen this match.
Well, that's what's great about the Friday nights. You can expect the unexpected, that is for sure. As now setting up for a suplex and right into the middle of the ring. Now hooks the leg, 2 and right shoulder up for Marvelous. Fawzi trying to admonish the referee for the count, but the shoulder was definitely up before the 3, and now double flapjack here from both individuals. Hooking the leg again, 2, and again Marvelous able to wriggle free. Now Dynamite having an issue or two with the crowd and having a word or two with them, but now an emphatic cover, but able to kick out at 2 is Marvelous. Putting all the focus on the arms and shoulders, left a lot of room for the legs to be able to kick out.
Back elbows, sending Marv to the ground, going for another pin. These kickouts are getting weaker and weaker as we go along, as you would expect.
Well, yeah, Dynamite
Wearing him
continuing to put
down.
the punishment here onto Marvelous, and I mean, keeping somebody the size of God of Dadbot outside of the ring and just isolating Marvelous, certainly a sound strategy. Certainly more sound than those reverse knife edges, but Marvelous kind of showing how it's done.
Fighting out of that corner, chopping him to the ground. He needs to get to God of Dadbod.
Now charging in, runs into an elbow, but
Fawzi
Marvelous
grabbing onto him.
over to the wrong side of town.
Drop kick to the back of the head.
Left shoulder just barely up.
The numbers are just too much. Marv doing everything he can to get out of the grasp of both Tim Dynamite and Fawzi, and it was just too much.
Well, there was an opportunity, but it was just the wherewithal or lack thereof kind of going in the wrong direction here. But now, well, there's a chance for it here. Goes for a discus punch, and can only do but so much 2-on-1. Marvelous, though, crawling, trying to get over to the God of Dadbod, the fresh man. Or I guess fresh
Inches
deity,
away.
if you will.
Both men grabbing onto Marv's feet. Marv kicking them off in a big tag to the God of Dadbod, coming in full steam ahead. Double clothesline. Chop, punch, chop.
Just a house of fire here is the God of Dadbod, and now working on Dynamite as well. Huge splash into opposite corners, and now Fawzi charges in and runs into Dynamite. Now both are splashed in the corner.
Noggin knocker from these two men, sending Fawzi to the corner.
Dynamite on his feet, but just barely. Spaghetti legs now in the corner. Series of knees.
Oh, and a
Side
curb
sit-out
stop for
slam and
good
a
measure.
Stomp and a 3.
An official time of 8 minutes and 56 seconds. Your winners, Mini Marv, Marvelous, and the God of Dadbod, the Body Snatchers!
Body Snatchers certainly seem back to form here tonight now that they are reunited with Mini Marv. Still to come later tonight, we have the open challenge from Monster Factory champion Travis Jacobs. It'll be interesting to see. Well, you already have the Supersonic title. You got enough on your plate between that, commentary over here. But stranger things have happened, so who knows?
It's true. You're here. I don't need to be here anymore. I could head to the back, get my boots on, strap them up.
Just keeping things guessing. Of course, ahead of the Monster Factory Championship being defended tomorrow night at Evolution of Champions. It's going to be Travis Jacobs, Lucas Twitch DeSangro, Nick Petit, and Chris Desmond. Also the Messengers
The
of
following
Misery.
contest is
We'll get to
scheduled
that in a
for
minute
one
here.
fall. Introduced first, from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 85 kilos, he is the Aztec prize fighter, Sosa!
Sosa, one of my favorite wrestlers to watch here on TRL. Every week, putting up a good fight. Just not getting those victories he needs, and I think he could get one tonight. Really propel himself into, you know, maybe some title opportunities coming down the line.
And his opponent,
Sosa currently on a three-match losing streak. His last victory, you have to go back to TRL 78, where he defeated
from
Saul.
Westchester, Pennsylvania, she is Pro Wrestling's Angel, the Notorious Mimi!
Somebody like the Notorious Mimi would be a daunting task, to say the least. Of course, former Supersonic champion, former tag team champion as well.
Yeah.
Certainly no slouch in the Notorious
I was
Mimi.
going to say that myself. Maybe not the easiest fight for Sosa, one of our most decorated individuals at the Monster Factory. One of our longest tenures here. But I mean, if Sosa could pick up a win over the Notorious Mimi, that will set him up for big things.
Certainly put him in good position for sure as the bell sounds.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one thing to endear yourself to the crowd, but you have to keep 100% focus on somebody like the Notorious Mimi, or she'll do something like that to you.
Immediately slap, pulling the hair. I mean, we've seen this rough side of Mimi for a while now, and it seems to be getting worse every week. An up and over from Sosa.
Better count in Spanish than most of the people seem to do here in English. Drop kick from Sosa.
I'm surprised every week how diverse, how bilingual our crowd is here in Paulsboro, New Jersey.
Oh no. Mimi's sworn enemy, the wall.
Stopping herself in a
Putting on
slap.
the brakes this time.
Oh, sending Sosa headfirst into those ring steps. Back first into
Spine
the
first
ring
into
apron.
the ring apron, not once but twice. Goes Mimi, and now back into the ring.
Shades of Eddie Guerrero.
Slingshot over two, and Mimi with the right
What's he
shoulder
going
up.
for? Rolling.
And now
Elbow drop, Mimi out of the way, rolling to the apron. Sosa going to get her back in, and a throat chop from the Notorious Mimi, sending him into her own boot. Impressively flexible. And just
that
following up with a flurry of, oh my goodness.
just a flurry of offense, to say the least, yeah.
A stiff kick to the jaw.
I mean, Sosa might be out here too. Nope, able to just escape before the 3. But now Sosa in a prone position here.
But a great view for our bleacher fans.
Oh, and now having a conversation with the ref while also driving the boot right pretty much under the throat.
I think Mimi trying her best to distract the ref from seeing it, but our official here's are just too wise. Sidewalk slam, going for the pin. Lackadaisical pin from Mimi.
Very nonchalant on the part of
Mimi.
Mimi.
That's not going to do it. I think this is more her playing games right now than trying to get the victory. She has him exactly where she wants him, and she's going to play with her food.
Well, that certainly makes sense. I mean, if he wasn't able to kick out from that, all the better. But otherwise, yeah, just kind of flaunting a little bit, if you will. Big boot right to the face, and now just continuing to stomp the Aztec prize fighter in the corner. And now dragged to the center of the ring and just
wrenching those shoulders. And you can see Sosa's right shoulder is taped up. I can promise you this hold will tear all of your ligaments in your shoulder.
All while at the same time driving that knee into the back, but now able to escape.
Slap.
Just for a moment here. Oh, telegraphed.
Oh, and a big kick of his own to Mimi's face. Following in with a big back elbow. And another.
And now Sosa with some momentum here. Looking for a suplex.
Uno.
Gets it, hangs on. And transitions.
With fireman's carry.
And not able to put Mimi away.
Impressive. Pointing to the top rope. Is he going to be going to that high rent district? Rolling backwards. Jumping up to the second. Mimi pulling him off, going face first into that top turnbuckle. Oh, and a pop-up slap. Oh, and that's it.
Heaven sent and the victory.
Yeah.
And official time of 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Your winner, the notorious Mimi!
And the Aztec prize fighter was keeping up with Mimi, but once that heaven sent kick is laid on, it's usually lights out.
What other matches we got tomorrow night?
Well, I was starting to mention the Messengers of Misery, the tag team champions, Getty Cahoon and Max Sterling. They're going to be defending against It's Complicated, Christian Darling and Stevie Brooks.
Christian Darling and Stevie Brooks, two of my favorite people here, going against two of my least favorite people here, so that's exciting.
Well, speaking of exciting, here's one of the more exciting folks on Friday nights.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, Unkillable Mark Raspa Jr.
Mark Raspa not looking like he's ready to fight tonight with a microphone in his hand. I'm curious what the former middleweight medallion holder has to say.
That still feels a little strange to say, former middleweight medallion.
I had to question myself for a second, but I didn't see it around his neck, so.
267-day reign came to an end at We've Been Here just 12 days ago.
And he looks distraught.
You know, I wanted to come out here and address a few things to everybody. I know 12 days ago, you all saw I lost the middleweight medallion to Liam Black. And I
gave myself 24 hours to get over that loss. Be as sad as I want, 24 hours, and then cut it out and move on. But the one thing I couldn't get past was the circumstances surrounding how it happened. So what I'd like to do tonight is invite somebody down to the ring so we can hash this out, talk face to face, and find out exactly why what happened. So please, Sebastian Valentino, please join me in the ring.
Sebastian Valentino, Mark Raspa's tag team partner of High Fashion.
Valentino putting on a bit of a brave face here, but also realizing there's a bit of controversy after the attempt to assist Raspa appeared to have backfired.
Now hold on, before you say anything, I got one thing for you. I'm not mad at you, but all these people saw exactly what happened on Saturday. So all I have to ask is why? I'm Ray Charles, I ain't some shit.
Stop the talk, fuckos. Stop the talk. I'm William Black, your guilty pleasure, and the new middleweight medallion holder. It's me. It's me. Middleweight medallion. Look at that. Would you look at it? Oh my God. You're still soft. You're still soft. You're still soft. You're still soft.
The overconfident,
You know,
cocky
I'm
Liam
really
Black.
confused as to what the hell you two are even doing out here. This is my moment that you two have decided to ruin. Mark, it seems to me that you're pinning the blame on your partner because you lost. Well, my friend, I'm here to reassure you that no matter what, I was beating you for the medallion because in case you didn't know, I'm the greatest middleweight in the world. You know what? Here's what's gonna happen. Tomorrow, neither of you are facing me for the middleweight medallion because you don't deserve it. All right, but I'm a man of the people, right? So I'm gonna face a worthy challenger, okay? And you, Sebastian, you're looking at me like you really, really want this. Might be why you did that to him. Mark, you're looking at me like you really want this back. So here's what's gonna happen. Tomorrow, it's gonna be Mark Raspa Jr. versus Sebastian Valentino for the #1 contendership to my middleweight medallion. So congrats. I'll see you buccos soon, okay?
Well, an interesting challenge laid out, pitting partners against one another. High Fashion exploding tomorrow. Sebastian Valentino and Mark Raspa Jr. one-on-one for the #1 contendership to the middleweight medallion.
Listen, I've wrestled my tag partners many times, sometimes in good faith, sometimes in bad faith. It's not fun. I mean, it comes down to, what do you care more about? Do you care about your friendship, or do you care about that middleweight medallion?
I mean,
And it's not as easy as it sounds.
Yeah, I mean, what's the feeling? What goes through your mind when you know that you have a close friend that you have to go against in the ring for whatever the circumstances may be, whether it's for a title or a #1 contendership or something like that.
Sometimes it's, hey, let's throw it all at the wall and let's have fun and let's beat the shit out of each other. Other times,
The
it's not
following
so
contest
simple.
is scheduled for one fall.
Certainly laying it all out there. Let's.
Introducing first, from Nashua, New Jersey, weighing in at 190 pounds, Devlin Ridley.
Devlin Ridley coming in fired up. Another guy who quite frankly, needs a victory. Can you tell me the last time he's won?
He has been on a bit
And
of a
his opponent?
schneid, to say the least.
From Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 200 pounds, he is Guarantee Mike C.
Not sound like a broken record, but this is not going to be an easy feat for Devin Ridley. Mike Z, former heavy Knots Factory champion.
Yeah, has been on quite a tear over the course of the last couple of years since splitting from Max Sterling a while back. But to answer your question regarding Devlin Ridley, his last victory, you have to go back to TRL 59.
Ooh.
So it's been a little bit. The autumn leaves were just starting to change color around then.
Hey, but once again, if he can beat a former Knots Factory champion, that's going to set him up for all kinds of opportunities. Mike Z just swiping out his feet, sending him to the ground, whipping him off again, and a big clothesline.
Huge clothesline.
Mike Z not wasting time here. Driving him to the ground. Picking him up. Putting him right back down.
Say my back is feeling it from some of those slams. Makes me glad I'm basically retired.
Hey, basically, you getting back in there?
I mean, there would have to be some proper circumstances, and I highly doubt that they're happening. But that notwithstanding, nice back suplex here from Ridley.
Ridley taking a little victory lap already after hitting one move on Mike Z.
Yeah, celebrate after you get the W.
And there it is. Getting a little too excited and
A little
Mike Z
enthusiastic and goes
stopping
right
it
into
real
a DDT. And
we setting
it
up?
might be time.
Oh, it's time.
Setting up for it, getting ahead of steam. There's the handspring.
And that's it.
And down goes Ridley once again. And Mike Z with
An
an
official
impressive
time of 1 minute and 56 seconds.
1 minute
Your
and 56
winner,
seconds.
Guarantee Mike Z.
Making
Whoa,
quick
whoa.
work.
Congratulations, Mike, on beating this guy in what, a minute and 50 seconds? Pretty sure it would have taken me about 30 seconds if you ask me. And tomorrow, I'm not even bald, you idiots. Tomorrow, I'm gonna beat you because last time we faced, you cheated. Everybody knows it, Mike. So tonight, I'm gonna put on my own clinic. I'm gonna beat whatever your time was. What was it, 156? I think. I'm gonna beat whoever comes out of that curtain in less time than that, Mike. So how about you have a seat and watch the greatness of Jake Manley?
Jake Manley setting up a challenge for himself. trying to prove that he is the better man, even though he lost to Mike Z last show.
Yeah, he did. We've been here. He was pinned by Mike Z and is looking forward to the rematch tomorrow night, but is kind of looking for a little Andy get your gun here. Anything you can do, I can do faster. I can do anything faster than you. He figures he can beat his opponent faster than...
Introducing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the fast track, Ezra Coleman.
Well, you want to talk about fast, you want to talk about quick. We're looking at the fast track, Ezra Coleman. Not only one of the fastest people at the Monster Factory, one of the fastest up-and-coming stars of the Monster Factory. Ezra Coleman has everything it takes to make it in this business. And let's see if... laying down on the ground there.
Certainly has a lot of charisma. You can
Let's see if
say that for sure.
Manly can make quick work of Ezra Coleman.
Per Jake Manley's request, this is a beat the clock match. He must beat Ezra Coleman in less time than Mike Z's time of 1 minute and 56 seconds.
I mean, Ezra Coleman still very new here to wrestling and at the Monster Factory, only having a handful of matches here on TRL, only 18 years of age.
Yeah, only debuted 5 weeks ago at TRL 78.
So let's see.
Well, looking for a sunset flip here, but rolling on through and holding onto the legs, but quickly kicking out is Ezra Coleman. Charging in with a flurry of fists and feet.
Look
Leaps
at
over the
that.
charging Manley.
Oh,
this time
catching him
caught.
in a power bomb.
Vicious power bomb.
We're at 38 seconds. Hooking him for a big
Butterfly backbreaker.
backbreaker.
Hooks the leg and only gets to 2.
Manly just wasted a few seconds there, jaw-jacking with the fans.
Fisherman suplex, nice bridge.
I've seen
almost
better.
as good as yours. And that's the
Clock
fact that
is
there was a
winding
kick
up.
out at 2 shows why.
1 minute, 12 seconds.
Oh, now up on the shoulders into a torture rack.
Destroying the back of Ezra, but another kick out. Time is winding down. About 20 seconds left. Manly needing to pick up the pace here, and he's doing just that. Another power bomb. Kick out at 2, putting him in a submission.
10, 9, 8, 7.
He's got to wrench that in.
5,
Ezra holding
4,
on.
Submission.
3, 2, 1.
Ezra holding out.
And Coleman survived.
I didn't see a tap. Ezra Coleman.
This match is no contest.
Waiting out the clock, not tapping out to that submission. And Jake Manley's big plan to show Mike Z up just blew up in his face.
Is that a preview of what we might see tomorrow night at Evolution of Champions as the rematch, Mike Z and the Broad Street Bully Jake Manley?
I don't know if it's a preview, but it's embarrassing to come out so confident and then fail. I mean, that's got to get in Manley's head.
Well, that's the music to one primetime Christian darling.
I know it well.
Along with Stevie Brooks, it's complicated. They'll be challenging the Messengers of Misery for the Monster Factory Tag Team Championships tomorrow at Evolution of Champions. Primetime looking to recover after falling short to you in that Supersonic title defense.
Hey, I mean, nothing but respect to him. He could have taken the easy way out after that count out. He could have walked away with his championship, but he's a fighting champion, and he wanted to go the distance, and I came out on top. But can they come out on top tomorrow night with those tag team championships?
Time will certainly tell.
Prime time. Yeah, I didn't know I was going to get him in his feels like this. Maybe I would have let him win.
You know what? Let me just say something real quick about my dog, Christian Darlin. So, you know, last Saturday didn't turn out obviously the way that you wanted, but we can see that. Thank you so much. I think that we all know that that is definitely not the last time that you're gonna have a championship around your waist, right? So I think, especially with the opportunity we have tomorrow, right? I think we can take this time to maybe focus on us. You know, like winning the tag championships.
To do so, they're going to have to go through these two individuals, the Messengers of Misery, Getty Cahoon and Max Sterling.
I mean, with combined experience of upwards of 50 years of wrestling, these two. They're old, is what I'm saying.
Can you believe this? Do you see this right now? Do you see this?
I can barely speak because I'm so appalled and disgusted. I said I can barely speak because I'm so appalled and disgusted.
This is... It used to mean something to step through those ropes.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It used to mean something to get a championship match at the Monster Factory. I have to ask, what has happened here? What has happened to this place? These are our challengers? These are rookies. They're greenhorns. They haven't accomplished anything in this industry. Their time in wrestling is only a fraction of ours.
That's what I said.
Fraction. And there's not even a title here for you, so you're leeching off of him.
You know, that's funny. Last time I checked, we didn't have a Goober championship either.
Wow.
And yeah, I mean, thanks for pointing out the fact that we're younger than you guys. We're probably a little bit faster. We're probably we're getting. Thank you so much. You know, we've been here working day in and day out. We've been getting better, and y'all. Look, I'm not gonna knock your championships, everything that you've accomplished. We will. But that's in the past. We're the future. We're not afraid of you. Tomorrow, we're coming for the titles.
This generation just, there's no respect. No respect for tradition anymore.
No respect. This is exactly what we're talking about when we come out here. Do you two want to hear some harsh truths from a couple of old guys? You want the harsh truth while you're over here glowering, Mr. No Personality? You want to know why you two are never going to amount to anything in this business? Because you're a loser. You suck. You just lost your championship. You're nothing, buddy. And you're a girl.
You knew that was about to boil over at some point here.
Whoa! Hold on. No. This is exactly what we're talking about. This is exactly what we're talking about right here. Right here. He can't use his words. He only understands violence. This is exactly what we've been saying this entire time. You need to pick better heroes.
This is why this place needs us. See you tomorrow.
I mean, what did they expect? I think they expected exactly that, and I think they were trying to make a point. I think they were trying to make their point clear that this is an unsafe working environment. They goaded them on, and I think we all realized Darling was going to do that.
You have to figure the emotion that, oh, wait a minute. The music of the former tag team champions controlled Chaos, Papa Juice and Kid Chaos.
Just losing their championships to the Messengers of Misery. But they seem to be in high spirits, as always.
Look, it's not like that, guys. We are not here to attack you. We are not here to take your spots. We are here to show you support. You know, we've been here. We lost our Monster Factory Tag Team Championships. We lost our Monster Factory Tag Team Championships in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Why that was? Because the Messengers of Misery, they're the real deal. You guys might not want to hear it, but they're the real deal. I mean, it is what it is. We also lost because they're on a different level, and we weren't ready for them. But Jay, these guys right here, now we can see it. Tell them, we can see it.
That's right, Juice. You know, we've been here. We could not get the job done. But deep down in our hearts, we know that the two of you will get the job done tomorrow night. Because of all the tag teams in this building, we are looking at two of the very best here. So tomorrow night, when you win those tag team championships, because you will, we only ask one thing. We get the first shot.
Yeah. I think we can. I think we can come to that agreement.
There we go. Words of encouragement from the former tag team champions, and also a bit of word of warning.
I was going to say, some high praise to
2
the
minutes and
messenger.
33 seconds.
Yeah. But as good as they say they are, as good as they say the Messengers of Misery are, they think that it's complicated, will be able to defeat them. And if they do, they're asking that they get that first opportunity to win them back.
We'll certainly find out tomorrow, 7 p.m. bell time. We're just under 21 hours away from Evolution of Champions.
I am excited.
But who's counting, right?
The following is your main event of the evening. It is an open challenge issued by Travis Jacobs. If whoever answers the challenge wins, they will be added to the Fatal 4-Way tomorrow for the championship, thereby making it a 5-way. Introducing first, from Atlantic City, New Jersey, weighing in at 260 pounds, he is your Monster Factory champion, the inevitable icon, Travis Jacobs!
I am very curious to see who's going to answer this challenge. I mean, I'm sure there's everyone chopping at the bit to try and get this opportunity. One of those people, Brian Morris, earlier, crying and complaining, as Nick Petit said, to be inserted into this match tomorrow. But I mean, who wouldn't want this match? Other than the fact that you have to go up against Travis Jacobs, which is a huge feat in itself. But the reward is huge.
And his opponent.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Hold up.
Oh, Cowboy
The Body
Pete.
Snatchers destroyed my posse in front of all you people. They beat it up. My posse is bruised and bloody, and they're not here tonight, so Travis Jacobs, you're gonna get.
Was Pete trying to take?
No, I'm answering Travis's challenge right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm crippled here.
Like I said, Brian Morris.
Brian Morris is ready for a fight.
But Pete.
Rebound.
Oh.
Rebound.
Isaac in the.
Isaac Taylor. Apparently
Pete
not
setting
as
up.
beaten, bloody, and bruised as initially thought. And
Pete setting
lateral
up a
press and-
distraction so that, like I said, all those people who I'm sure are lined up back there trying to get into this match couldn't get in there, and Isaac could sneak in and get it for himself.
I mean, Goldie, let me just put this out there into the ether.
I'm listening.
Tomorrow night, Travis Jacobs, Lucas Twitch DeSangro, Nick Petit, Chris Desmond.
I know where you're going.
Isaac Taylor.
Hey. I mean, me and Brian Morris have had our fair share of issues. But I did want to see him in this match. I think he deserves to be in this match. And Isaac Taylor and Pete, Cowboy Pete, stole this match. And Hey,
I mean,
if
you look
Isaac can
what's
pull this
left of
out,
Cowboy
good for
Pete
him.
Carter. I mean, there's a knee brace, I think an elbow brace there. Looks like one
I
of the
think half of
forearms
that
is,
is just his normal life things. He wears that stuff every day, let alone being beat up by the
It's complicated
posse.
cracking on old people. Now you're trying to do the same to Cowboy
I'm
Pete
not
here.
making cracks. I'm just stating facts. You like that rhyme?
That was good.
Travis Jacobs lining him up and following up with a big line in the corner and a back elbow to follow, sweeping the feet out. Oh.
Nowhere for Isaac to go, but flat onto the mat, and is covered with a lateral press, but only garners 2.
We've seen some quick matches tonight. We've seen some beat the clock challenges. Can Travis make quick work of Isaac Taylor here in the main event? Pete climbing up despite all of those injuries and yelling it hurts. Then don't do it. Isaac trying to
I thought he was going for the old Marty McFly Biff Tannen trick, and it didn't quite work out.
Isaac Taylor and Pete's posse are a couple gears slower than everyone else. Uno mas, the bilingual Paulsboro crowd says.
And Ask and Ye seem to receive.
Caving in the chest of Isaac Taylor to the extent that he needed to leave the ring. And I don't blame him. I've been on the receiving end of some of Travis Jacobs' chops. And I want to do the same thing. I want to curl up and crawl outside that ring and not get back in, quite frankly.
Well, now Taylor using Cowboy Pete with complete with the neck brace and eye patch here. Looking more like Pirate Pete than Cowboy Pete here tonight.
Pete hitting Travis in the back with the cane, and Travis not flinching. Grabbing the cane from him, but Isaac throwing him into the post. I heard the ring of that
Face
post all
first
way
into the
over
ring
here.
post. And now
trying to
hooks
quick
the leg,
take
2,
it.
and Isaac
That was
almost punched his ticket into a championship match tomorrow night.
trying to take advantage of Travis Jacobs going head first into that steel ring post, and he almost did. Look at his chest. Beaten up like raw meat. Travis Jacobs is looking to destroy the posse tonight.
Taylor needs to continue to focus here. Don't worry about starting chants that nobody else is seeming to pick up on here. Right at the back of his head. I could have
Travis's
knocked him
back of
out
his
here
head.
too. And
Wow.
Jacobs getting the right shoulder up.
That was very close. That was very close to Isaac Taylor being in the Monster Factory Championship title picture, something I didn't think I'd ever say for many, many years, if ever. With that chokehold on Travis Jacobs.
That chin lock, trying to make sure it's not a choke. Referee right in there to check. Travis Jacobs getting a bit of separation with some right hands to the midsection, but a knee from Isaac Taylor continues the advantage.
Oof, bad choice. Bad choice, Isaac. And an uppercut for his efforts. And a chop to follow.
Echoing through the arena.
Oh my goodness. One thing I can say, Travis gives the crowd what they want. They ask for one more, and he's going to give them one more. And a couple back elbows to go along with it. Lining up this line again. But Isaac Taylor catching on this time.
Getting the boot up. Now trying to perhaps suplex
the big man.
Travis Jacobs, but that is a lot of mass to bring up there, 260 pounds or so, and now it goes the other way here. And
dropping him right on his head, on that knee of Travis Jacobs, and that could be
breakthrough.
It. 1, 2.
Will that be it? No, it won't be enough.
Travis Jacobs, a little surprised there, thinking what does he need to do? And it looks like
he's looking for that rocket kick.
And Pete just messing with him.
A little too close
and
to
a roll up.
The cane, but now
and feet on the ropes.
Feet on the ropes.
2.999 with the cheating from Isaac Taylor, followed up by a big roundhouse to the head and a neck breaker.
Will this be enough? Lateral press, hooks the left leg, 2, and again. Just able to escape.
These are way too close for my liking.
I mean, Travis Jacobs did say this was a tune-up. I mean, you have to wonder if you're the other opponents. I mean, you want this to go on as long as possible. Take as much out of the champion as you can.
No doubt. I mean, none of the other opponents are wrestling tonight. They all have a free night. Travis Jacobs being
this
a fighting champion.
It's perhaps more than he bargained for here. And
there's
the rocket kick.
Caught right under the chin.
And you have to wonder what Travis Jacobs might be thinking here. Could it be a choke slam?
I don't think I've ever seen. Pete distracting the ref and Travis, leaving the cane in the ring. Isaac has the cane behind his back.
Caught.
Oh. Breaking the cane over the stomach of Isaac Taylor. And there
Evidence
it is.
Gone. Up and down for the sit-out choke slam. And your victor.
An official time of 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Your winner, the inevitable icon, Travis Jacobs.
All is right in the world again. Isaac Taylor is far, far, far away from the Monster Factory Championship picture. And so is Pete and his posse.
And Travis Jacobs primed and ready to defend that title tomorrow against Lucas Switch DeSangro, Nick Petit, and Chris Desmond. All that and more coming your way tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, for Evolution of Champions. We'll see you then. For David Goldie, I'm Faran Burgundy. Have a good night, everybody, from TRL 82.